Hey class, it's Mr. Falstrom, and we are starting our new unit on multiplying fractions, and this is going to be our first lesson, which is we're going to focus on finding part of a group. So let's get started. The learning goal in this video is I would like you to be able to find the fractional part of a group, and we're going to do that using models. And I would also like you to examine the relationship between the model and multiplication. Listen up, students. This is important. But seriously, the information I'm about to show you on the next slide is super important. So sit up straight and pay attention. Of means multiply. Say it with me. Of means multiply. Say it one more time. Of means multiply. I'm going to ask you later on in this video what the word of means. And when I ask you, you're going to say multiply. Got it? So if I have 12 apples and 2/3 of them are red, how many apples are red? In other words, the problem that I'm asking us to do is, what is 2/3 of 12? And the first way we're going to solve this problem is we're going to model it with pictures. So follow along as I do this example. So the problem is, what is 2/3 of 12? So what I am going to do is I'm going to draw 12 circles, right? 12, that's my 12 apples. I have 12 apples, 2/3 of them red. I'm going to draw 12 circles. And what I'm going to do is look at the fraction, 2/3. So I'm going to look at that denominator, the denominator 3. I'm going to draw my circles in groups of 3. So like this. There's a group of 3. So right now I got 3. Let's do 3 more circles. Now I got 6. 3 more. I have 9. And I'll do another 3. And now I got 12. So those are my 12 apples. I did them in thirds, right? Each group is divided into 3 circles. So thirds. And now out of each group of thirds, I am going to, highlight 2 of them, 2 out of every 3. So that would look like this. Hey, there's my first group of thirds. Okay, 2/3 of that group are red. 2/3 of this group are red. 2/3 of that group are red. And then 2/3 of that group are red. That is my model. That is this whole thing right here. This is showing me the 2/3 of 12. And if we look at that, how many apples are red? Well, that many, and we can just count them. How many are there? And the answer is there are 8. So that's the answer. 2/3 of 12 is 8. So we just did that with a model. Now let's look at the same problem without the model. So again, what is 2/3 of 12? And look, there's that word again, of. I asked you to remember what it means. Do you remember? What does of mean? That's right. It means multiply. So 2/3 of 12 means 2/3 times 12. So we're going to go ahead and write this problem. We're actually going to write 2/3 times 12, but before we do that, we have to learn how to write 12 wholes as a fraction. And this is how you write it as a fraction. 12 wholes is the same as 12 over 1 whole. And if you look at that, that should make sense to you, because if it takes 1 piece to make a whole and we have 12 of them, that's the same as 12 wholes. So, getting back to the problem. So we're going to do 2/3 of 12, and of means multiply. So 2/3 of 12 is 2/3 times 12 over 1, right? That's how we're going to write 12 wholes, 12 over 1. So that's our problem. And now when we multiply fractions, we're going to multiply the numerators separately. Then we'll multiply the denominators separately. And if we do that, 2 times 12 is 24. And then 3 times 1 is 3. And that gives us an answer of 24/3. And you might be thinking, hold on, 24/3? I thought when we did it with a picture, the answer was 8. So what's up with that? Well, both answers are equivalent. 24/3, there's 24 of them there for you right there. Now remember, every 3 of them we can put together and make a whole. So if you look at that, we can take the 24/3, we can make, you guessed it, 8 wholes. So 24/3 is the same answer that we got with the model when we just got 8. They're both correct. Same answer. They're just, we just renamed it. We just renamed 24/3 into 8 wholes, but it's the same. So now that we've done one, obviously, we need more practice. So we're going to review a little bit. We'll do another one together. And then after we do one more, then you're going to have a chance to try one on your own. So at any point in the video, if you're not sure about what's going on, pause the video, rewind it, rewatch it, take some notes. All right. So here's our next problem. Sorry. What is 3/4 of 8? So that's our problem. 3/4 of 8. So that means we're going to be drawing 8 circles. And the way I'm going to draw them, I'm going to look at that fraction 3/4. That means I'm going to do groups of 4. So here's 4. I'm going to do another 4. And now out of each group of 4, I'm going to, circle or highlight. What I'm actually going to do in the video is I'm going to put X's in them. But in each group of 4, I'm going to mark 3 of the circles. So there's 3 out of 4 there. There's 3 out of 4 there. So how many circles got X's? 6. So that's our answer. Let's look at it with the multiplying method. 3/4 of 8 is the same thing as 3/4 times 8. And remember, when we write 8 wholes, we're going to write 8 wholes as 8 over 1. So the problem's already set up for you. I did it. So I already did that work for you. So now we just got to multiply. So we'll multiply the numerators. 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4. And we could stop right there and we would be correct, but we can rename this. If we had 24 force pieces and we wanted to, we have way more than 4. We can make wholes in it. If you actually renamed it, you would get 6. Remember, the fraction bar means divide. So 24/4 is the same thing as what is 24 divided by 4? The answer is 6. So both ways work both get you the same answer. And now it's time to test your knowledge. First thing is, what operation does the word of mean in math? I hope you remember. And it means multiply. And then what I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to solve this problem. What is 1/3 of 9? So either draw a picture model or you can use the multiplication method to solve this. I don't really care which one you do. Just, try one, try both. And if you're not sure, go back and rewatch the video and watch how I did it and then try it again. Don't just rush on this one. I want you to get it right. And let's see how you did. 1/3 of 9. So that means I'm going to be drawing 9 circles. I'm going to be drawing them in groups of 3. So because my denominator is 3, so there's a group of 3. There's another 3 that gives us 6, and another 3 would give us 9. And out of each group of 3, we're going to highlight one of the 3 to show 1/3. So there's 1 out of the 3. There's 1 out of the second group of 3, and 1 out of the third group of 3. And so the answer is there are 3. 1/3 of 9 is 3. If you chose to do it with multiplying, it would look like this. You do 1/3 times 9 wholes, and 9 wholes, remember, you write it as over 1, so 9 over 1. And then you multiply your numerators. 1 times 9 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. So 9/3 is an acceptable answer. And 9/3, you can also rename that. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So I was looking for an answer of 3. If you put 9/3, that's also correct. And I'm curious, can you please just tell me which method you personally tried? Did you try the picture method? Did you drawing the model, or did you try the multiplying, or did you try both? Please let me know. I'm curious to see which one you chose. So let's come back to our learning goal real quick. This was a short video. We only did a couple things. We practiced finding the fractional part of a group. I showed you how to do it using models, but I also showed you how to do it using multiplication. And that was kind of what we did. So way to go, champ. Keep up the good work. Hopefully you did well in the video. And thanks for watching. Thanks for participating, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.